everyone, it's Misty with My Paper Cuts, and I'm coming on today with a card share. I was in the mood to make a winter themed card, and I had this wonderful stamp from StampingBella. It's part of the Oddball collection, but this is a mini one. This one's called Mini Snowflake, and there's the size of it. For pattern papers today, I used this Crafter's Companion Enchanted Christmas. I have this in the 12x12 and the 6x6. For my cards today, I did use the 12x12, but it was easier to show you the 6x6. And I used this minty snowflake paper there, if you can see that. So here is the card. I watercolored the image using my Inktense pencils. On her bow and the little ruffles of her skirt, I added diamond stickles just to add a little pop of glitter. The sentiment is from this set here, which is from Stamps of Life. It's called Snowman to Build, and it's right there. I really like the font that's on that. This image is on a rectangle panel that I did die cut using the double stitched rectangles from Simon Says Stamp. I'm sorry I don't have those with me. I didn't have time to dig them out as I have to clock into work here pretty quick. This back panel that it's mounted on here is actually, it looks like a pearlescent paper, but I didn't have the right color. So I dug into my sample stash from all of the tonic craft kits I've gotten over the years, and I pulled out this sample of glacier paste. This is in Sea Sprite. And I used up this whole bottle, which makes me very happy because I have so many of these to use, but hopefully you can get an idea of the color better there. And I just used a palette knife and I made 2 sheets of my own pearl paper with it. And I'm actually quite pleased because to me that has way more shimmer than any pearl paper I have in my stash. So I will be doing that more often because it definitely packs more of a punch. The panels are mounted up on foam. I did use just some beige foam under there with a little space. Hopefully you can see that. I allowed a space for this twine, which came from this ginormous roll that I bought at a yard sale one year. One of my favorite twines I have because it is so fine. That is 3 layers of it. This piece here is Desert Storm by Nina. It's the lighter weight one. I added some texture to that piece using these stamps from Tim Holtz. This is one of my favorite stamp sets for adding texture to plain cardstock, or if you just want to add little bits of things. This one's called Bitty Grunge, CMS 089. I'm sure you can still get it because Stampers Anonymous doesn't retire any of the stamp sets. So it's really useful. This one gets lots of love, as you can see. And that panel is cut out using this Edgeables die from Crafter's Companion called Dancing Snowflakes. It did have a pierced edge to it, so to tie in these 3 edges here, I just got out my handy dandy tool there, and this background piece is that pattern paper. Everything is inked in Distress Ink Original, the tea dye. The inside of the card, I just did a panel. The sentiment, "'Tis the season to be freezin'," that came from an old Grumplings set from Tailored Expressions. This is Holiday Grumplings. This one is also a favorite. I love the Grumplings. The background, I kind of messed up. I came in on one of my breaks and didn't have my glasses on, and I just wanted to stamp some snowfall. So I grabbed this background stamp from My Favorite Things, thinking it was my snowfall one. Turns out it is the colorful confetti. So they're not really snowballs or snowflakes, but you know what? I just owned it and stuck with it. And then the snowflakes, I did stamp those again in the same tea dye ink, and I used this set from Tim Holtz, which is the Stamptember 2020. It just had this little bundle of delicate snowflakes, so I used that. And I did add a little dot of that same stickles to the center of each snowflake. Not sure if that's going to pick it up, but I promise it's there. So I did do 10 of these, and they are all exactly the same this time. But it was fun to be inspired by the stamp and just go with whatever I felt like doing. Thank you, P, for your input on this one. She's the one who picked the dark hair. And I will see you guys all on the next video. Bye-bye.